Hi, this is Rem Jackson, and I'm here at the Great Legal Marketing Conference in Chicago. We called this the No Smart Lawyer Left Behind Rescue Mission, and we're just thrilled because we've got about 100 attorneys here who have never been to one of Ben Glass's events. We spent the whole day just working together to understand what good marketing looks like and how successful people think. It's been exciting, and we're just having a wonderful time, and I encourage you, if you ever have an opportunity to come to one of our conferences, to go to www.greatlegalmarketing.com and find out more, because this is where great legal marketing begins.
Sharon Doyle. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. This is the second time we've come. I've joined my husband's firm doing his operations and marketing, and we just are here for kind of a refresher to get excited again and get some new ideas for 2011. I think our biggest marketing challenge is right now time and money. Is you come away and you're really inspired, and it's putting it into action. So it's having the follow-up and knowing what to do when you come out of here with all the good ideas that you get from Ben and Rem and Tom. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the newsletter program because it's too much for us to do it, and it takes up too much time, and it's just going to be easier to hand it off to somebody else.
Biggest marketing challenge right now is deciding how to change with the times. We're very committed to Yellow Pages, and finding that is dying. So our biggest challenge is to figure out where we go from here.
My biggest marketing challenge was really getting a website format into play, basically. And with Tom Foster Web Marketing, allowed me to take control of that by essentially updating it on a regular basis, my own website. And so that was something that was a challenge before, and now it's just liberation. Create more video. Had a great start with Jim running the camera here, but a little bit more video content, either through the Fairfax studio or on my own. I've already had a little bit of the video beforehand, but with Jim's lead and production, it's really a great benefit to have his guidance and the Fairfax studios behind the videos that have already been produced, and maybe some that I'll do in the future. I would say newsletters would be the next thing I want to kind of enhance and get a little bit more frequent on. We're only doing a quarterly newsletter right now, but I think the monthly at least is probably something that would be really beneficial and something that we'd want to jump on. So, and that was pointed out really quite in detail today. So, yeah, absolutely.
There's so much information. It's like trying to take a drink of water out of a fire hose. And we like to hear that, because there are so many different things that can be employed to really market a practice well. But the main message that we have for everybody that says, wow, there's just so much information, is anytime you want to do something difficult, it's just a step at a time. So what we're actually teaching is how to layer over time all of these different kinds of marketing efforts that will get you where you want to get.
Want to make a difference in our practice, looking for specifically personal injury cases, quality of cases, quality of clients, increased revenue. Follow through, creating time, and it probably the number one is getting enough time away from working in the business to work on it, and creating the time so that you can actually follow through on some of the ideas. Researching Ben Glass before we came here, I did a little research on him. And I found one spot where he was talking about folks who've called him a huckster. And I thought that was pretty funny. And it seems to be Ben Glass's style. Just take it head on. Here's what people have said about me. And now give me an opportunity to speak to you, and I'll tell you who I am and what I'm about. Actually sent him a Facebook request at one point, became friends with him, and followed him for a little bit to see who he was. And in hearing him speak in person, seems to be a person of great integrity. The folks that he's brought with him here, the people that he's speaking with, they seem to be birds of a feather. So they really an excellent program and excellent individual. It's been great so far.
I'm a lawyer practicing in Kansas City, and I've seen Ben Glass's website information for a long time and finally convinced my partner that we should come to something. It's trying to be heard, I think, with so many other websites and other people trying to get information. We are reluctant to do TV or that kind of marketing, so there are so many firms and there's a lot of competition out there. Probably setting up our database, trying to get a newsletter out. We've kind of half-heartedly put a database together in the past, but we've got a lot of names and a lot of information that we can put into it and get that squared away. I think I'm not sure how he has the time to do everything with everything that he talks about and still practicing law.
I was at a conference 2 years ago and implemented a Foster website and did not use it the way it should have been used. So I came here to renew my energy and get the ball rolling again. Finding the time to do it on my own, I need help. I've come to the realization I need help doing it, and so I've come to learn of some partners to help me along the way. Oh my goodness, it's fabulous. They make you feel like a movie star. It was nice because I didn't really have to prepare for it. I mean, I just got in there, and it looks great. Everybody comments on how professional the video looks on our website. Probably the biggest thing will be to go back and to put together a better newsletter. I think I learned that my newsletter was pretty lacking.
Yeah, 非常高兴今天能来到芝加哥. Welcome to Chicago. We're very happy to be here today.
Well, I've known Ben for a number of years. Ben is the one who, when he got into this business, he had talked with me early on, and I also coach attorneys throughout the country on how to grow their practices. Well, anytime Ben speaks, I want to be there because Ben's a genius, all right? And so even though he and I have known each other for years and been peers in many ways, every time I'm around Ben, I learn all kinds of amazing things. So I have a whole notebook's worth of notes already today, and Ben does an amazing job, and I was just thrilled to be here. You know, my biggest marketing challenge used to be having enough time, but putting into play the types of strategies that Ben uses, the types of strategies that I use. I've now cut my work week down to 3 days a week, so I now have time to do this. I really don't have any issues there. Oh, I thought some of the things that Tom talked about as far as the website was concerned. My website is very dynamic. I'm going to tie into it the Twitter, Facebook, some of those types of things. I mean, like I said, I have a notebook worth of notes, but then I also put some things on the first couple of pages. I've starred several things, so I've probably got a half a dozen steps that I'm going to take to really keep things moving along.